Alright, there we go. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my hair. I know I'm talking to about country, but then again, that's which just kind of comes out sometimes. There we go. There we go. Okay, we'll see if anyone shows up today. And if not, I gotta take a bath early, so it's win-win for me. Okay. Well, I suppose, wait, well, first of all, I gotta do the Discord thing. Ergy bargy bark. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, somebody's here. Hello, person who just showed up. Who goes there? Or you just swinging by? Alright. Alright, take a let me know, Roger. Any idea what you're gonna change it to? Or are you still figuring that out? Because I know it's not the first time you change your name. Okay, what was I doing? Alright, I was doing linky stuff. I was trying to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I was still covering the same thing. I was trying to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I was still... I don't want to hear myself. Go back. No worries. Okay. I might as well like my own screen while I'm at it. There's Discord. Be right back. Be right back. Why am I like this? I'm so fucking weird. Gotta stop criticizing me. Nobody cares. I didn't quite land there at the end. He did it. Nah. I really should invest in like a better microphone at some point. I don't know how good the quality of the audio is here. Probably gets way too much room tone. My noisy little apartment. That's actually not that noisy. It's only the fridge. The rest of this place is pretty quiet most of the time. You know, when it's not filled with drama and stress. Like right now we're in peacetime, and that's been great. Unfortunately, I can't afford to keep it that way, but it's been great. God, I would love that though. I would love to be able to take on the rent of this place by myself. Or at least most of it by myself. That'd be great. And like not have it hurt my wallet. Or like, yeah, I'd still be okay. But sadly, I do not believe it is meant to be that way. Who knows? I don't know. The YouTube stuff's getting better all the time, so maybe that will just suddenly burst open and hooray, we finally get the results we've been looking for. If not, well, then, no. Them the breaks, I guess. Okay. My dude. Do 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 do. I guess I can take this on my calendar, huh? You guys have no idea what I'm looking at. I could be doing anything right now. Yeah, but like, oh, okay, that works. I guess I'm talking myself out for a little while. There are worse things. I think. Probably. Maybe. I digress. I know it's not the most exciting of streams when the owner of said stream just starts yawning like a motherfucker. But then again, I do these late, and I have been exhausted as of late. We'll give it about, let's say 15 minutes, and a lot of people show by then. I'll probably call it an early night. In the meantime, I'm just going to press this button a whole bunch of times. One, because it's kind of fun, and two, kind of helps me out. There you go. That's a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Okay. That looked very inappropriate. You guys didn't know what I was doing. We have fun here. And I'm trying to go to therapy again to start getting back into that process. Whoa, hello. That was a very loud motorcycle. Yeah, you guys can't really see what I see out here, but yeah. Oh, it's always fun. Kind of look out the window. Freeway. I'm like right over the freeway. It's kind of fun to watch. Hope I'm not giving enough information for somebody to track me down based on that. Probably not. But, I'll deal with that later. What am I doing? What was I gonna do? I'm gonna look at comics on my Kindle. Unlimited. Hey, anime fan. Good to see you, man. That's Spotify payment. I appreciate you saying that, anime fan. I hope you have a good one, too. Yeah, I think we are going to get to 12,000 pretty soon based on how quickly we've been doing today. Today's been a very successful subscriber day. I think we got... Let me do some quick math. So we ended the day on 11,937, and we started with 11,870. So that's about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is about 67 subscribers, which is really good. Rusty Boy. Okay, so that... I like it. I like Rusty Boy. It sounds like a... No, I shouldn't say that. How old are you, Rusty? That's what I'm going to call you from now on, because it's easier than trying to remember the previous name. Because I want to say a joke, but it might be inappropriate. Goddamn. Woo. Ooh. Doesn't matter. If you don't want to share, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to. I was more just asking, just get a general idea of what jokes I should say around you, what should I not. Of course, are you 18 or over 18 or under 18? That's what I want to know. But I think if you're not comfortable sharing, it's none of my business. So I will respect your privacy in that matter. That is what you would like. You certainly don't owe it. You certainly don't owe it to me. Yep. But, one of these shorts I made like 2 months ago is something now just kind of blowing up, and I'm kind of amazed by that. Because every time I do, everyone stops acting themselves. Okay, so I'm gonna assume like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll respect your privacy, Rusty. No big deal. If you don't want to tell me, you don't want to tell me. So, no hard feelings is what I'm all saying there. Let's see, what else was I doing? I was doing a thing. All right, I'll be back again. Okay. Lead me to my lonesome. Yep, there we go. Ikamba. What are we all doing here, folks? Trying to go about our days. Because everything's normal. We all know nothing's normal right now. Life is insane and crazy, and we're all just unfortunate passengers along for the ride. Feeling a little, what's I'm looking for? Morose? Is that the word? Whatever. Okay, checking out the latest data for today. Yeah, we got $10 today, which is about what I expected. Subscriber reports haven't come in yet, but if you compare the subscriber rates to what they were in the last 90 days, it is a significantly higher spike right now than we've had by this time last month. Actually, let me see. Yeah, a lot more than this time last month. So, fingers crossed that continues, because, boy, I need things to be successful. Because I'm in trouble. But be that as it may. Look, I'm back. Welcome back, Rusty. How are you? I hope you took care of what you ever needed to take care of. This will probably be a short stream in case other people don't show up fairly soon, just because I'm fucking tired and I need sleep. But that being said, more people come on, and then, yeah, we'll stay on for a little bit longer. Nothing against you personally, Rusty. It's more just... It's kind of hard to keep a conversation going with only one person on this. Well, thank you, Rusty. I appreciate that. And plus, I really want to take a bath. That just sounds great to me right now. I'm gonna take a bath and rest and just try to unwind and relax and stop being anxious for 5 fucking minutes. Yeah, it looks like it's just you right now, Rusty. If people have arrived, nobody said anything. So, yeah. But one of these is me, I think. That's where I'm going to go ahead. There you go. Keep a more accurate count. Like, if there is somebody else here, they haven't said anything. So I have to assume that they're not here. Or they are just passively observing, which is fine, too. Do you know a lot about Attack on Titan? I don't. Anime has never really been my particular medium of choice. I know I have a lot of people that are fans of the show, but I've never been particularly cared all that much. Yeah, sorry. So I've read a few animes that I like, but they're not the standard ones that everyone knows, which makes you sound like a pretentious asshole. But you know, the more conventional anime stuff, I just can't get on board with. Again, that's not saying it's bad. It just has a lot of cliches that irritate me personally and turn me away from the genre. And also, anime fans is also kind of a reason to... Then again, that's true of any fandom. I don't think it's fair to judge anime fans based on that sole criteria. It was like, no, I'm in comics. Comics is full of, like, fandom assholes. Like, at this point, it's hard to find a fandom that isn't at least a little toxic. Which is sad to me. It's so confusing. You'll have to watch the whole series like 3 times to actually get what's happening. Oh, okay. So, I mean, you can always Google it. There's definitely some fun in discovery and going back to something and seeing like what you get away with this time. It's definitely not. It depends on what it is. Like if it's a comedy like say a Hot Fuzz where you can notice something new every time you watch it, that's fun. When it's one where you have to watch it like multiple times just to get what the fuck happened, unless it's like deliberately designed to do that, that can be annoying. There's definitely a lot of movies that you're not really supposed to figure out in the first watch. It's very ambiguous on purpose, but it's usually for artistic reasons. I don't know what the reason was for Attack on Titan, though. So, I don't know. I know nothing about it. It is a mystery to me, and perhaps always will be. And the episodes are doubled because of sub and dub. Do you watch like both? Don't you guys like pick one? Isn't that kind of part of the whole stereotype there? At least among anime fans, like you always go with dub, not sub. I know it's a whole cultural thing. My ex-roommate used to be like into all that shit, so that's how I kind of know it through cultural osmosis. Yeah, but I'm gonna say you don't have to watch it twice. You can pick one format and just watch that all the way through. Unless you're looking for differences in translation, maybe. I'd watch dub because sub is unbearable. Yeah, that's the general consensus I've seen from anime fans. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I used to watch a lot of dub when I was younger because that's what the old Godzilla movies were that I had. Oh shit. I accidentally closed my browser. Let me get that back. Come here, little piggy. There you go. I'm gonna restore you all. There we go. Put that in there. There we go. Back to rental. So yeah, anyway. All that's to say, the last anime I think I watched like as a kid was Pokemon. I've seen anime movies like the classic, like Perfect Blue and stuff like that. But not really consistently. And King Kong and Godzilla are good in their own way. Like Godzilla was definitely my like niche fandom when I was younger. As a kid, I loved all the rubber suits. I loved all the monster designs. I loved all the fighting, the rah rah rah. Never really cared about the story. The Spider and Skull Island is terrifying. I'm talking about old school Godzilla, man. I'm not the more modern one you see now. I'm talking about old school rubber suits. 2 guys just fucking wrestling with each other and shit. Really almost like low budget effects, stuff like that. Fucking loved it. I owned every single one on VHS. No, all of them of the original era. Once they kind of went to the 3D one, I haven't caught up on all of them. I've seen most of them. God, can I stop fucking yawning? Oh my god. It's quite frustrating. Another thing. So far, the MonsterVerse has definitely had some great designs. I like the Skull Crushers, or whatever the hell they're called. I thought those were cool. I liked King Ghidorah was translated great in King of the Monsters, which I think is still the best one. And I hate everyone who said it was bad and ruined the chance of us getting another one like it. And I like the Godzilla and Kong movies. Don't get me wrong, but you're a fan of Great Space? Oh yeah, like I may not be an anime fan, but I still have quality taste. Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Destroyer was always my favorite. I always liked the third Mecha Godzilla design. I thought that was pretty cool. Shin Godzilla though. What about Shin Godzilla? Are you talking about how good it is, or do you think it's bad? Because if you think it's bad, we're gonna have problems. No, not really. I don't. That's an opinion thing. Terrifying. Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, no, Shin Godzilla was fantastically designed. I heard it's coming back in theaters pretty soon, so that's something I want to check out if I can. And then Godzilla Minus One was a masterpiece. One of the few Godzilla human stories I genuinely got really invested in. So yeah, Godzilla Minus One, incredible movie. It's a great monster, but it's pretty scary. Yeah, that's okay for monsters to be scary, especially for what Shin Godzilla was going for. So like it wasn't meant to be. It's like it's pays homage to like the rubber suit era and stuff like that, but it's not really the point, you know. There's a lot more going on in Shin Godzilla than just the monster. I heard something bigger than Godzilla is coming. Maybe wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. So I know like the teaser trailer. There's a lot of speculation of who the next monster is going to be in the next Godzilla and Kong movie. A lot of bets are currently on Space Godzilla. I think is the popular theory, and I think that is honestly probably the case unless they go with their own original monster again. But so far the track record seems to be new monster, old monster, it was sorry. So yeah, with the first Godzilla, it was new monster. Godzilla Kingdom Monsters, is the original monsters. In King Kong, it was new creatures, and Godzilla vs. Kong was a similar feature, or as a creature from the original movies. So I wonder if they do like now they've had another one they made up. If the next one is going to sure be a character from the original Heisei series, then yeah, that'd be awesome. Involves space, as far as I know, which again, there's not Space Godzilla, but he could be theoretically be like Biollante or even Destroyer if they want to go that route. Although I kind of doubt it. Destroyer is kind of one of the big ones, and I could see them saving that for the last film of this series, whenever they actually do it. Mechagodzilla is my favorite because he's so cool and the red lights are peak. Okay, now your question is which Mechagodzilla? Because there's actually 4. There's the original one from like the 50s, like from the 60s, 60s or 70s. Anyway, so these very original design. There was the one in the Heisei era, which had a bit more going on for it, but it kind of lost its alien origin. There's the Millennium era Mechagodzilla, which had a much more sleek design, but they were all people in suits. And then MonsterVerse era, which is the CGI one we saw in Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, no, Godzilla was one I really got into for a long time. And I still a fan. Every time I see Godzilla shit, I get excited. Even like Godzilla X Kong, I was like, this movie could be garbage, and I'd probably still enjoy it. Okay, yeah, MonsterVerse. MonsterVerse was good. It's not my favorite, but I thought it was good. I like some of the other designs from the older movies better. That could just be the purist in me. But Shin Godzilla's better. Oh yeah, absolutely. No argument there. I always liked the Mechagodzilla from the Heisei era. I always thought that was like the best design they ever did for it. He had a cool like little pack, like rocket pack on his back. The way they designed like the mouth and stuff like is much sleeker, more akin to the actual Godzilla monster. He could solo. I don't know. I don't know if we good because we don't really see him use much of his mobility. So like it's kind of implied to be slow as hell. What made it so dangerous in that movie is because there was no monster to fight against. It was just like human beings versus like a gigantic monster that was completely immune to all their weaponry. So we don't really actually know how Shin Godzilla would do in a fight with another monster. I would say the Godzilla from Godzilla -1 can beat Shin Godzilla if you really care about power levels. These are kind of things that don't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. Some people take it way too seriously, and that's how we end up with assholes in the internet. I mean, Shin Godzilla's got the beam. Like, that's totally fine, dude. That even takes a while to kind of get going to its full power. And by that point, any one of the adversaries so far can just tackle the poor thing. I guess it all depends what... Like, if you reach the stage where you can produce all the little baby Godzilla things, like human Godzilla hybrids, I wonder if that would have made a difference, but... Yeah. That image is always scary as fuck. That, like, oh, Jesus. And I'm kind of glad it never really got a sequel. I think it's better as one and done. Let's make the point I was going to make and then leave it there. I actually do have a Shin Godzilla poster framed in my hallway. Ugh, God. I don't think anyone's coming, Rusty. Might have to wrap this up in a little bit. Hey, I appreciate you talking to you. No, that's been fun. Okay, sorry for the change of topic, but recently I've been trying to mod my SNES Classic and adding ROM to it, etc. You're asking the wrong guy for that, dude. Technical modifications is not my strong suit. Especially for old school consoles. I won't even know where to begin. Other than don't break it. The only tip I got. Just don't break it. And I wish you luck, because that shit always looked hard to me. Like, how do you even add more... Like, can you even add more ROM to original NES? Or, sorry, SNES Classic. Which I'm assuming is not the same thing. No, the modding of any kind of console stuff was always done by people way smarter in that field than I am. It's actually kind of easy. I just wish I can get Game Genie. Why can't you? Is it, like, expensive or something? Or is it not compatible with that hardware? I actually don't even know what Game Genie is. Let me see. The Game Genie is a video game accessory that allows players to modify game behavior by altering code transmitted between game cartridges and the console. Ah, I see. Okay. I don't have a game slot. That does create a problem. I wonder if there's any modern day equivalent. Might be. I couldn't tell you. Let me see. I'm fucking around with something right now. I mean, how much do those things go on eBay? Well, wait, that's not the point. The point is you can't get it working to begin with. I don't know. Somebody's had to make some kind of software or hardware plugin that can do a similar function. Like, that's gotta be out there somewhere. It probably wouldn't be listed in the open market because they probably get sued to all the hell. You need a laptop PC and the core that came with the NES. Then just find a video. Okay, if you knew that, why ask me? God. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head off in a bit. I'm trying to maintain control here, but my body's slipping. Because tips are better. I don't know, I would trust the videos of the people who know what they're doing. But anyway, I think I'm gonna take off, Rusty, and let stream a little early tonight. Because I think the reality is I need rest and my body's trying to tell me I need to take it. So I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for having me, Rusty. It was fun talking to you. I'll see you next time.